We might have a little rally in the market, but I'm back on the short side now. I was long for all of one day. So over the weekend, and I forgot to put this on the open position management. I'll have to put out a thing after this recording. I forgot to record this trade on last night's email. But on Sunday, I recommended going long Coinbase. It opened around 200, went to about 198. I suggested to everybody yesterday, buy it on the dip. And then intraday, it went to about 211. And so on Friday, I bought the call options in anticipation of a bounce out of this little double bottom formation here. And so I bought the 205s and I bought the 210 calls. And when it went to 210 yesterday, I just jettisoned the whole thing, and I made, I don't even know what I made, probably over double my money. So that was a nice little trade. But I said yesterday, I'm very cautious of being long. I mean, it's entirely possible. These stocks have been so beaten up. That even this, it just can't catch a bid zoom. And so, there are times when these little dogs will run, but I don't think anything's sustainable. And by virtue of yesterday's price action in a couple of instruments that I'm watching, notably Tesla, I'm waiting for this thing. To me, this is like Facebook, where Facebook put on a set of what I call distribution patterns, and then they do all kinds of misdirect before Facebook now just can't catch a bid. Facebook's trading around $200. Last week it was $320. So I think yesterday's price, I was hoping that Tesla would go back to 1,000 and give me a better position to a better price to get in there, but I don't think it's going to cooperate. I think this thing's ready to come down. So what I see is just a ton of what I call distribution patterns. Here's the double top, head and shoulders in this time frame. Here's a double top. And this is exactly what Facebook looked like. It just did a number of these sly little, scoop out where just every time it went up, it looked like, but these to me, so these are the patterns you have to me, this is going to direct the traffic. And so to me, it's not a question of if, but when, Tesla is going to roll over. And I was hoping maybe it would come up here and retest this thing. Maybe it still can, but I don't think so. Yesterday's action, made a new high. By the end of the day, close on the low. What is Tesla going to do right now? Tesla is about unchanged. So, if it goes above 910 or something like this, I'm going to start getting into this name. I'm going to, hopefully get a little bit of a bounce today, but, I think under yesterday's low, if it starts taking out, yesterday's low around 901, I think that it's going to open up a whole can of beans. We've effectively had this coil where for 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 trading sessions, you can see we've been kind of pretty much inside the price range of the session about. So the more we coil, the more we build energy. To my mind, the energy is going to release, in the direction as indicated by the pattern. So I think this is going to be, big trade. And I would love to see this thing get back to 920 today or 925. And then I'll start buying some put options and selling it and what have you. Options are so expensive because of the volatility of the market. The premiums are ridiculous, but I thought I was stupid paying $5 for put options in Facebook. So last week so this is kind of the same thing that's been going on, the stealth bear market that's been going on, that I think is very similar to what's happening in Tesla. So we saw that this is Facebook, the double top, head and shoulders. So right there, this formation, so sometimes we go, well, where did that come from? Well, it came from this, so that, head and shoulders with the drooping neckline, told us. But then, just like Tesla, we have a set of double top head and shoulders here, head and shoulders here. And so these guys started to give us indications of what the reality was. And so this is the misdirect. And so I wanted to get short. I told you guys last Monday, I wanted to get short, and I didn't know really how to play this thing because, it's scary. And then, these earnings plays go everywhere. And nowhere. So when this stock was at 320 bucks, I bought these 300 puts for $5. So I was, $20 plus the 5 out of the money. This thing had to drop $25, and I had 2 days for it to do that. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to throw some money in the toilet. I've got 10 grand. I bought 20 of these puts or whatever it was, $5 each. And I thought, well, I'm just going to kiss that money goodbye. And these $5 puts went to $75 because this thing dropped $80 out of the sky. So, this is what I think is going to happen in Tesla. I think that patterns translate to trajectory. The problem, with trading is that sometimes, the patterns give us something, but then we got to, incur all kinds of counter trend nonsense and distraction, and, goes down, then it goes back up, then it goes sideways, and we never know. But, to me, the pattern tells us that with Tesla, it's not a question of if, but when this thing drops. And I think, with this coil and the reversal yesterday, could be ready to go.
Let's see, 45, it's 1.3 million.
$1.3 million short.
So pop out a profit for 118,000 there.
So you can see how this is going crazy now. You can see how the market just going nuts.
I bet like $1.6 million on this position. I'm showing right now $23,000 gain.